Dillon Brooks. Never change, bro. Never change. Last night, in a moment where I don't think there was intent, Dillon Brooks once again found himself in trouble with the NBA law.
He strips it away from Brooks, and then Brooks ends up getting him, I'm assuming, somewhere south of the equator.
Oh, man.
I don't know what's better. The way Craig Ackerman said, oh, we got hit somewhere south of the equator. The crowd seeing it on the video is like, oh. Or Ryan Hollins at the very end saying, oh, no.
Also seeing it. Going, ooh.
I mean, that's the common reaction for all men when somebody gets towed in the nads. I don't think that was intentional by Dillon Brooks. You know, if this was Draymond Green, I think we would assume intent. Dillon Brooks is more of a nut puncher, not a nut kicker. Draymond Green's more MMA with his nad attacking, you know?
Yeah.
He's real dangerous on that.
All extremities are in play when it's Draymond Green. I also think that if this game wasn't a 25-point game against the Utah Jazz, I would be like, if this was game 2 of a playoff series, I would maybe assume some intent there. But in this,
it was 5 minutes in.
Yeah, this chill
to the first quarter.
Chill game. Colin Sexton going for a steal. Like, I don't know.
Of a game between a playoff bound team and a 60-loss team. Right, Sean. This was not intent. So Brooks got a technical foul for that. His 16th technical foul of the year. And he doesn't like this. His explanation's kind of funny. Here's Dillon Brooks talking with Michael Shapiro after the game.
Usually those things are flagrants, and I guess he misspoke. And I hope I do play against my fellow Canadian teammate Shea.
What kind of explanation did you get from the officials, or did you ask for one after the technical?
No, I know it's a flagrant, and I think Tony misspoke.
Don't you think it's funny that Dillon Brooks wishes he was called for a flagrant here? Because technically, a flagrant foul is worse than a technical foul. But he wants he doesn't want the technical foul because, of course, he's going to get suspended. He's not going to be able to play Friday's game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, which could be a fun game, but it's the last 5 games of the regular season. How much are the Thunder going to care? How much are the Rockets going to care? How many players are actually going to play? I'd optimally like to see at least one last full-strength effort for the Rockets against the Thunder. I'm skeptical we'll see it tomorrow. But to bring it back to this, it's very funny that Dillon Brooks is like, actually, that was a flagrant.
Yeah, it's a flagrant. I think he misspoke.
No, he definitely didn't.
No,
he thought it was a technical. Well,
Tony Brothers benefits.
It probably should have been a flagrant. I mean, if we're going to call it anything, I think it should have just been a foul. Like, it was an accidental offensive foul. He was jumping up for a shot, and his legs happened to hit Sexton in the nads.
Yeah, I think, I mean, normally that is like a flagrant one. Like, that's what they call it when there's some action to the south of the equator, as Craig Ackerman will call it. I'll class it up. That is a funny situation. And it's because it's 5 minutes into a game that they would win by 40 that he's like, give me the worst punishment in game. That's a lesser punishment outside the game, because we know that we can withstand them shooting free throws and then getting the ball back. I can't withstand not playing against my Canadian national team brethren.
If I'm not playing against Shea, what will I do?
Yeah.
What will I do with my life?
Lou Dort, also Canadian, doesn't care about playing against Lou Dort.
Yeah, but Lou Dort. Come on. Honestly, today I learned Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was Canadian.
Yeah.
And I don't think he should be an MVP because of that.
Mm.
I don't want a Canadian winning MVP.
Okay. Serbian, we're good?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm fine with that. Canadian MVPs, especially this year with the climate. We can't have Canada beating us in soccer and losing to Canada in the Four Nations. Like, I can't keep taking these L's from Canada.
It's a lot of W's for Canada. We need to list them out like that.
Right. Like, I mean, you know, I like our retaliatory tariffs entirely because how dare they, right? How dare they? Trump, just give tariffs. I don't know how tariffs work, but just how dare they? So give them a little tariff, Aruski. But I think Steve Nash, Canadian. So there's a couple of MVPs.
I think that's it. 2024, great America versus Canada with Drake taking some L's. But I think since then, Canada has responded.
Ugh. Yeah, Steve Nash, groundbreaker. The Jackie Robinson of Canada, the first Canadian to win MVP in the NBA.
Huge. Gave Shea Gilgeous-Alexander all the inspiration.
I think so.
Gave Kelly Olynyk. Gave Dillon
Kelly
Brooks.
Olynyk. It is so funny that Dillon Brooks is the most aggressive Canadian that's ever existed. Like, it does feel like if Canada would ever deport somebody, it would be him. Canada doesn't let certain people into the country, by the way. A buddy on a bachelor party of mine found this out the hard way. Apparently, if you've been doing a little drinking, driving, you are not allowed into the state of Canada.
They don't like felons.
They don't like felons there. Who would have thought you don't let felons into a country? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm Paul Gallant. It's the Paul Gallant Show. Dillon Brooks, free Dillon Brooks. Call it a flagrant, not a technical. When you kick someone in the nads, it's a flagrant foul, not a technical foul. Let him play against his Canadian brethren. Come on. What are we doing here?